Now that most of you would consider me to be a well-established voice in this community, I thought it was finally time for someone to take a stand and start asking the important questions. Yes, boys, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Rocket League cars, you know, they all come in different shapes and sizes, and we're just gonna see which one's the best. Oh, you thought I was talking about that? You disgusting pig. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Keeks, and if you're new to my channel, be sure to hit all them buttons below because I've got all the Rocket League content that you need. Today I'm going to be running an innocent little Rocket League science experiment to test and see whether size really matters in Rocket League. Whether you think that this fat hunk of meat gets you the most wins or this platypus egg with wheels, I'm here to give you all the answers. Leaving all the boring math and actual scientific regulations aside, I'm going to be playing 5 games each with the Scarab, the Merc, and the Octane for a control group. To determine the winner of this Rocket League experiment, we're going to compare wins, goals, assists, saves, shots, and demos. Now, before you say this experiment contains heavy amounts of bias from me and insufficient amounts of data, just shut up and watch, you nerd. So to start off any great science experiment, you need a control group. And for those of you who are not familiar with said control groups, they're just a baseline set of data in an experiment so you can then compare data from other groups you test in the rest of the experiment. Basically, Octane default car and Octane make good control group. Oh, the Octane. From the great squishy muffins to the great sweaty platinums who wear Cristiano wheels, the Octane is the OG and most favored car in the game. From its reliable hitbox to its classic, clean aesthetics, the Octane is and should be a staple in every Rocket Leaguer's presets. So, on to the experiment. As aforementioned, to assess my unbiased performance with each of the cars today, I'm going to mainly focus on the following 6 statistics: goals, assists, demos, saves, shots, and, of course, number of wins. Let's begin with my performance while using the Octane. As you can see in this fancy little chart here, I ended up only scoring 2 measly goals with the Octane through 5 games. This was honestly a shock to me because I thought I played pretty well, but after looking at the footage, I realized why this number was so low. Besides the fact that I'm a mediocre Rocket League player, I only scored 2 goals because I pretty much played with near perfect rotations and focused on being a great teammate. This was shown in the gameplay as well as the assists and save statistics, as they both either doubled or tripled my number of goals. As for shots taken, I had 9, leaving me with a humble 22% shot percentage from the field. And demos wise, I only made someone rage once while using the Octane. Overall, using the Octane in this case made me play smart and ended up getting me 4 wins out of 5, which is not too bad. Now that we have evaluated our control group in this experiment, let's get into what happened with our other groups. Once I made the switch to this thick pork sandwich with gold rims, also known as the Merc, everything changed. For one, I started to feel like I needed to assert my dominance more than ever. I cut rotations at every opportunity, and I was also ball chasing more than ever. Not that I was purposely throwing these games in particular, it's simply just insanely hard to control this chunk for a vehicle. Though my levels of aggression seemed to spike through this set of games, my number of demolitions did not. I only had 1 demo, but then again, this does not account for the number of times I thrusted a teammate into oblivion. Anyways, as for the other statistics, I had 5 goals with 13 shots taken, for a total of 38% from the field. Another example of my dominance assertion shining through. And like I mentioned before, I was cutting rotation left and right, leaving me with a fitting 2 saves. Though this testosterone meat train playstyle got me more goals than the Octane, it only got me 2 wins out of the 5 matches played. Anyways, now that we got that out of the way, let's get into our final 5 matches. You'd assume it couldn't get much worse from here, right? Well, this would be somewhat true, I suppose. Except for the fact that this fucking atrocity for a car even exists. Like what? Following in line with its egg-like shape, as you can see, there are more eggs than actual numbers on this chart of statistics. Silly content creator, you must have only played 1 or 2 games this time, right? I mean, come on. Only 2 goals and 1 assist? Yeah. I'm not exactly pleased to share the results of my time with the Scarab. Just see what happened for yourselves. But hey, on the bright side, for some reason the Little Scarab had 4 demos, which is more than the Merc and the Octane combined in this experiment. So I guess that's something to boost the confidence for all you small boys out there. No size is too small to stand up for yourself. So, now that we finished our Rocket League car experiment, we can finally answer the question, does size really matter? The answer is, it depends. If you're an average guy and want average and reliable performance every single time, then I'd go with the Octane. And if you're a guy who likes to go hard with the meats and such, but not always perform up to par, I'd choose the Merc. And if you'd like to fucking hate your life, choose the Scarab. Thanks guys!